guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to be taking you along with me while I get a facial and chemical peel for my acne scarring. I'm really excited because this is going to be my first time ever trying any type of treatment for my skin. I'm going to Metamorphosis Spa and Laser Clinic here in Edmonton, Alberta. They offer a very wide variety of services such as cosmetic injections, lash and brow services, laser treatments, and they also do massages, manicures, pedicures, waxing. They basically do it all is what I'm trying to say. What I'm going to have done is a customized YonKa facial with a 30% lactic acid peel, mostly to target my hyperpigmentation because, as you guys know, that is my #1 concern with my skin. It has faded considerably since I had acne and since I took Accutane, but I'm always constantly working on improving it. Metamorphosis is having an open house event on April 10th from 5 to 8 p.m. and they will be offering 15% off all services excluding cosmetic injections, but they will have their doctors on site as well as a YonKa skincare representative and massage therapist as well, offering quick 5 to 10 minute massages. And there will be a draw for a YonKa skincare gift basket, so if you are in the Edmonton area and you're looking to treat yourself to a service, you should definitely attend. All of that info will be in the description box as well as Metamorphosis website and social media and everything like that. Before I take you along to my appointment, give this video a thumbs up if you are excited to see my results, and if you enjoy this video, I might actually be going for a laser treatment for acne scarring in a few weeks, so if you want to see me vlog that as well, then be sure to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe if you are new to my channel. But let's go ahead and get into it. So before I head out to my appointment, I just wanted to get some close-up shots of my skin. So this is my before. This is what my skin is currently looking like. Like I mentioned in my skincare routine that I just posted the other day, I have broken out around my mouth recently. I've been struggling with some hormonal breakouts. They've all kind of healed. None of them are really active breakouts at the moment, but as you can see, I've been left with quite a few little red marks, and I also randomly broke out here recently, so I've definitely been feeling a little bit self-conscious about that. It always feels like a setback now that I finished Accutane because my skin has come so far, and before this my skin was looking pretty clear, so it's always frustrating to break out because I know I will have these marks left over and have to kind of start from square one. But aside from that, like, I really don't have much hyperpigmentation left over from my initial acne. It's mostly just in here. There's some light marks, but it does make my cheeks look a little bit blotchy. This side is pretty good. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update before I actually head to the facial so you can see what we are working with, and I will be taking before and after pictures. Those will probably be up on my Instagram.
YonKa is more nature versus nature, and GM Collins is more science versus nature. This is going to be the GM Collins cleanser. This one's good for like before a peel. Just kind of really gets in the skin, cleans it out. So you'll smell a lot of like the essential oils that the product uses. There's lavender, cypress, thyme. Okay, so this is great for dehydration. Okay. This is a lotion dry toner. So I'm just going to spritz it. Okay. Close your eyes.
Smells nice.
I'm actually out right now because this stuff flies off the shelf, especially when the weather's kind of up and down like this. So I'm gonna put cotton pads on your eyes here just to protect them, and then I'm just gonna apply the peel. It's a liquid, so just to make sure it doesn't run, we use the cotton pads. So this only sits on for like 2 to 3 minutes, so if it's too much for your skin, then let me know and I'll remove it. But we are starting with the most mildest, which is the lactic. Peels are really good to add into your regime because they go deeper than like something like a microdermabrasion. So they kind of work from the inside out.
And you said you chose the lactic acid peel for me since it is the most gentle and safe for sensitive skin?
Exactly. It's the one you always start with if someone hasn't had a peel done. Okay. With this line. So it's like mandatory that you start with it.
Okay, good to know.
But there's, even myself, I'm very sensitive, so there's a lot of times I don't move from the lactic. It's just you'll feel a little scratchy, a little tingly, maybe a little like burny, but it shouldn't like feel like your face is on fire.
Yeah. I've done a couple like at-home peeling products, but of course they're a lot more mild, I should say, than this. Like lower percentages of glycolic acid and lactic acid.
Exactly.
And what would be like the highest percentage peel that you offer?
30 would 30%. Be these ones.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is GM Collins, so this is GM Collins peel. But we usually use YonKa products, but the peels come from GM.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because it goes deeper, you'll see results kind of like within, it's not instant with a peel, it's more like maybe a couple weeks. It's like 15, 21 days, and you'll start to notice like a change in your skin's appearance.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you'll have like a really nice glow today. And then for a more mature client, I would start with lactic, but if they've had it done before, then I would use more of probably salicylic acid or Dermal, because it's really good for fine lines.
It's a little bit tingly, like you said.
So the neutralizer is like a gel. Just feel a little bit cold. Sometimes I find this will sting a little bit more.
Okay.
It's just stopping the product from working. It's neutralizing it. This peel isn't activated by water, so you actually have to use a neutralizer to stop it.
Yeah, it definitely tingles a little bit more.
This is what gets me. It has a little bit of sulfur in it.
Okay.
I'm allergic to sulfur, so you definitely feel this. But it doesn't ever, like, your face isn't going to peel off. Like, it's so mild, which is great. So
that's good.
It just foams up a little bit.
A little bit stingy kind of right in here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Is it getting better?
Yeah, it's coming down now.
Yeah. And I find if you're a little more dehydrated in certain areas, you'll definitely feel it more.
Oh, interesting.
So people that have very, like, dry, flaky skin, I feel you're definitely going to notice it more. I'm just going to remove it with a Kleenex. I'm going to do 2 masks from our new line with YonKa. It's for sensitive skin.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put a little bit in this area where your cheeks are a little rosy. And it'll just kind of help calm it down. But this was like tomato red, so it's already gone down totally from after.
Yeah, I get really red when I do anything to my skin.
I'm the same, so it does help it to calm it down right away.
Okay.
Because you're T-zone and you still get breakouts, I'm gonna mix up our clay masks. So one of them is 105. This is good for more dry skin, and then one of them is 103 for more oily. But anything clay is very purifying, and it will really help smooth out the breakout. This one for the 105 will also help hydrate, so if you have like a little scab or anything.
Okay, perfect.
One thing I love with YonKa, like you can really mix and match. So like everyone could come in for the same facial, but you just change up your products of what you're going to use.
Yeah, it's totally customizable. Hey?
Yeah. You feel the T-zone tighten a little bit more than you will the outside.
Okay.
Just because it's going to help work on reducing that oil. Yeah, you have good texture to your skin, which is good.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I didn't end up with much textural scarring from my acne. Because my acne was like really severe on my cheeks at one point, and that's why I finally did end up taking Accutane. So I have some like very minor texture, but I think if I had waited much longer, then my texture would probably be a lot worse.
Yeah, you lose the tone and you get that rippling.
Yeah.
I usually, when I'm doing a facial, I like to leave this on for at least 7 to 10 minutes, so it's nice and dry.
Okay.
And I do a little hand massage in between. This is the Fido Eye Contour. It has a little bit of rosemary in it, so it kind of feels a little tingly, and it'll help to wake you up. So it's good for dark circles and poofiness under the eye because of the rosemary in it. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the sensitive cream. And like I use not even half a size of grain of rice, like less is more, as I really try and educate that to clients. Cream PG. It looks kind of like white.
Okay.
Now this is mattifying. So I'm going to use this in your T-zone. Feels like a very thick, heavy cream, but it's really not. It goes on very, very light. Great for underneath your makeup. This is Hydra 1, but this is fluid. So this is actually good for oily skin, but adding hydration in. So I'm going to use it everywhere, so it's not a very heavy cream.
Okay.
Yeah. And it feels like silicone on your face. Like it just glides. It's beautiful.
Just kind of helps smooth everything out.
Exactly. And then it's giving you that hydration without having like a really heavy, thick cream. If these areas you break out, you don't want to put something really heavy and rich. And you'll get a lot of whiteheads that way. Okay, so then we always want to finish with an SPF. It's a little tint so you have some color. So this one is beige. It seems really dark. It actually blends to all skin types. Okay. And I'm actually just going to mix a little bit of our GM Collins SPF 50 in there, dry touch. Okay. And a chemical peel, like what we did basically, it's like a $75 treatment.
This is what my skin is looking like immediately after the facial. Definitely feels really fantastic.
So this is the Fido Eye Contour. This is great for poofiness, dark circles. This is what we use under your eyes today. We use the sensitive skin in the new line, and this is great for calming, comforting. So we use that on your cheek area where you had a little redness. This is Hydro One Fluid, so this is more for an oily skin type. Even though you are dry, dehydrated on your jaw, cheek area, I used the fluid one so it wouldn't be very heavy for you, but still gave you that hydration. And then in your T-zone, we use the Cream PG because it's mattifying, good for oil. So that was just in your T-zone. Before, I sprayed the lotion dry, which is great. It's a toner. We call it lotion in YonKa. And then I mixed the BB Tinted Moisturizer with the Dry Touch SPF in the G.N. Collins. And you want to make sure you have a really nice, strong SPF when you're done a service. But I like to have a little bit of tint in there. So I grabbed the BB cream and just mixed them. And then it gave you a nice little glow. Perfect. So it seems like a lot, but we customized so it didn't all go in one area.
Alright, so it has actually been about 5 days since I had my chemical peel done. I decided to wait a little bit to check in because, as you guys just heard in the footage, it does typically take a couple weeks to see the final results of the peel. Don't mind my hair, I just got out of the shower and I'm letting it air dry. I have to put on makeup soon, but I wanted to wrap up this video with a completely bare face and get up close and personal again so you guys can see my results so far. I did take a little close-up clip later on that day after getting my facial, so I will insert that footage now. My face did get a little bit red later on that evening, and you can see in this clip that that's just kind of starting to happen, but it was just that minor redness that evening, and aside from that I haven't had any irritation or flaking or anything like that. I did have a more mild and gentle peel because, as previously mentioned, my skin is very sensitive and this was my first time having a chemical peel done, so this obviously wasn't one of those crazy peels where it looks like your entire face is falling off for the next 2 weeks, which was really nice because I literally had no downtime. There was no days where my skin was actually peeling or like I couldn't wear makeup or anything like that, so that's something I really appreciate. And the only kind of aftercare or precautions afterward was just minimal sun exposure and making sure I was always wearing a really great SPF. So as for my results so far, my skin has been so smooth and glowy this entire week. My makeup has never looked better. It has never applied so smoothly. I get a ton of comments saying like my makeup always looks so rough and cakey. I can never get it to apply smooth and look truly flawless. And of course, if that is the case, there's probably something missing in your skincare routine. But if that sounds like you, I would definitely recommend trying a chemical peel if you are really struggling with like the texture of your skin and everything, because my skin has improved so much already from this one treatment. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but my skin just has this really nice natural glow. When I've been wearing makeup this week, my skin has just looked so hydrated and poreless and naturally radiant. I've found I've needed to apply less CC cream as a result as well. It was seriously just like Facetune in real life. It was awesome. And it still is great. Like, my skin is just so soft. I know I'm going to have the same results when I apply my makeup today. So yeah, if you're someone who does struggle with your skin looking rough and you find your makeup is always just sitting kind of funny on your skin, I would definitely recommend trying out something like this, especially if you have like a special event or special occasion coming up that you want to look extra flawless for. As for my acne scarring and hyperpigmentation, what I know you guys are all here for, I have found that when I'm looking at my more recent, more fresh hyperpigmentation, like I said, these marks here and these couple marks that I have around my mouth, I'm already noticing that they are definitely less apparent. Like, you can definitely still see them, but they're just less red and less in your face and less angry looking, basically. They look more like hyperpigmentation that has already faded a considerable amount. If that makes sense, like the red pigment in them has really just already toned down even after 5 days. At this point, I'm typically pretty confident going makeup free, but I was definitely having a moment recently where I was feeling very self-conscious about all of these fresh marks and everything. Every morning when I would wake up and look in the mirror, I'd just like really focus on them because they were just so noticeable in my opinion. And now I've noticed that I am feeling considerably better about them and not focusing on them as much because they're not like the first thing I see when I look at my face, you know what I mean? So I feel like this really did help kind of accelerate the fading process, which is great. And I do feel like my skin tone overall is looking more even. Like in here where I had some really old hyperpigmentation still, I feel like it is looking less blotchy and red. I think if you're mostly looking to target more like fresh hyperpigmentation and very red acne scarring, and you're looking for very significant results, it would probably take a few repeat treatments to notice a drastic change. I would definitely have this done again. I am really happy with my results, and once again, it has only been about 5 days. It does take at least a couple weeks to see the final result, so I know that it's only going to continue getting better and my skin will continue improving. As for my overall experience at Metamorphosis, it was extremely pleasant. Meahgan did my facial and chemical peel, and obviously I was filming the experience, so I was like holding my camera above my face so I don't get like the full experience that you would going in for a facial, but it was still extremely relaxing. There's just something about having someone else apply like a mask and skincare on your face that just makes you feel like a princess. Meahgan also gave me a ton of samples of the YonKa products she used on me so I could take them home and try them myself. 2 of the products I actually did really like and would consider purchasing in the future. moisturizer. I really like the lotion slash toner mist, and I also like the hydrating mask for sensitive skin. They were both so soothing and calming for my redness. Once again, if you're in the Edmonton area and you want to receive 15% off any of the treatments they offer at Metamorphosis and get a goodie bag and potentially win some free skincare, you should definitely check out their open house on April 10th. All of the info will be down below, the Facebook event, their website, everything you need to know. And just to clarify, this video was not sponsored by Metamorphosis. I will always let you guys know if a video is sponsored. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. Like I mentioned towards the beginning, I am probably going to Metamorphosis for a laser treatment as well coming up in the near future, and I have to wait a couple weeks after the peel to have that done. So I will update you guys on the kind of final results of my peel in that video. Once again, if you are excited for that and want to see a vlog, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Go follow me on social media. I'm at Sari Rihanna on Twitter and Instagram, and hit that subscribe button down below if you're new to my channel. But I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys!